5 on your side starts now.
A whopping spike in gas prices in the last 24 hours. The pain at the pump looks to be especially painful here in Ohio. Good evening, I'm Danita Harris.
And I'm Lee Jordan. Tonight we're getting answers into these suddenly rising prices. AAA reports that the national average is $3.54, but here in Cleveland, the average price has soared to $3.73 a gallon. News Channel 5's Paul Kiska set out to find out what's behind these price jumps. Paul, one expert you talked to says it comes down to one thing, and that is greed.
Well, that's right, Lee, and yet this is different than the usual spikes we see around here because it seems to be a mystery still. Even many gas station owners are frustrated and they want answers too. Here's what happens. If a big chain raises its prices, the gas station across the street has to raise its price. Otherwise, they'll sell out of gas before the next supply and no one will go in their store to buy anything. Either way, you and I pay. If you feel like you don't stand a prayer at the pump, you're not alone.
It's ridiculous.
Gas prices jumped 20 cents in one day, more than 30 cents in 1 week.
You don't have money for vacation or anything else.
Prices last week as low as $3.43 a gallon or as high as $3.79 today for regular. But the price of oil has plummeted per barrel. So it makes you wonder, what reason will big oil companies use now?
Gasoline on the East Coast didn't spike like that.
Pat LaVecchia, owner of Pat's Auto Service in Rocky River, is on the board of Ohio Petroleum Retailers Association. He says oil companies will blame a supply or refinery problem for the sudden jump, just as it seemed prices were dropping. But he says oil companies just want to make a big profit because people are using less gas.
They're charging whatever they can get, the most they can get, especially with demand down about 5% across the country.
And don't blame cleaner summer grade gas. That started in April, adding about 5 cents a gallon. LaVecchia says he's lucky to make 5 cents a gallon. He says credit card companies make up to 14 cents a gallon. Federal and state taxes take a huge chunk, and oil companies take the rest. LaVecchia says be leery of some gas stations that sell gas below cost. So you go into their store and pay $2 for a 20-ounce pop.
Or $3 for a gallon of milk. Buy the gas and leave. That's what I would do.
But oil companies might not be to blame this time. Gas stations set their prices. Terry Fleming with the Ohio Petroleum Council told me late this afternoon he's been looking into this all day. He thinks one of the big box store chains or grocery store chains raised their prices to make up for money lost when oil prices were very high. And so other gas stations have to follow along or they'll be out of gas and have no customers until the next gas tanker delivery.
That's pretty frustrating for consumers because there are points all along the pipeline, so to speak, where prices can go up, but it looks like it's right at the retail level that it's happening now.
That's so truly, and I think people overall are just tired of high gas prices and they're tired of all of the excuses.
Exactly. Well, Paul, thanks very much.
All right, thanks.
And we're on your side to help you track gas prices and find the cheapest gas in your neighborhood. Watch Good Morning Cleveland each morning or log on to newsnet5.com and click on gas prices under the traffic tab to find the stations with the lowest prices.